Hello everybody, it's Derek again with a brand new BMW C650 GT 2013. I recently owned a 2008 Yamaha Majesty 400, but it's retired now with 140 some odd thousand kilometers. So it had its time for sure. In my recent videos I showed you guys all the updates and upgrades I've done on that Majesty, which it was a lot, but it was time to upgrade to a larger scale scooter. So like I recently said, this is a BMW. It's the C650 GT model, fully loaded. It's chain drive instead of belt drive. On most scooters it's all belt, but this one's a chain, and an oil bath, so you really don't have to do much to it. And then it's a single rear shock, as you can see there, it's white, and it's adjustable to how you want your ride. And it, of course, with all scooters, has a center and a side stand. But with this side stand, once it's down, not only does it of course shut your scooter off, but it locks your back tire so that it doesn't move, which is a handy feature. And this thing is, like I said, if I had to do a few upgrades. I had to get a Givy mount for my Givy case, and I upgraded the handles to, has like a foam on it. It really feels nice when you ride. It helps with your numbing of your hands. So, but yeah, like as I said, fully loaded. This thing comes with heated seats for both for me and for the passenger, and the passenger can change the temperature to high or low, and I can change mine to high and low, and of course my handle grips are heated too, to high and low and automatic. So yeah, this has all the features it comes with is, like I've just recently mentioned, heated seats and handle grips. It comes with tire monitoring system, so like you can read your tire air pressure without manually having to check them. It comes with an oil monitoring system, so it'll tell you when to change your oil, and BMW recommends every 10,000 kilometers, but I'm going to go by when the system tells me to. And this also has an automatic windscreen, so you can raise it up and down, so when it rains or it's really windy, you can block those elements from hitting you. And what else does this thing all have? It's so much stuff in this BMW, it's silly. Yeah, so I can't just name off, can't think of it on the top of my head here, but I'm sure it will come to me. Anyways, with the back end of the bike here, we got like everything on this bike is all LEDs when it comes to lights, up for the front, of course, the headlights, but the signal lights here on the back, they're each individual LED. And then for the brake, we have the tube style running LED lights, and in the back of it you can see an LED bulb. Press your brakes, and of course on the other side there. I'll show you that later. And then we come to the front of the bike, we got the LED turn signals on the mirrors. And then we got LED essence on the front there. When the bike is turned on, that will just glow to how the bike runs. And then you got the running bulb that turns on, the H7. So I'll just show you guys some of the features it has front here. So this thing has a few storage compartments, not large at all due to the battery and the fuses in the front of the bike. So we have here a little tiny storage compartment where I have a little first aid kit here, and just never know when you need it, and a few other little odds and ends in it. So like a flashlight, and it's pretty much all it can really hold. And then on this side here, it locks when the key is turned to lock mode here. It locks your handlebar and this storage compartment, which I have a heated helmet wire thing that goes to my helmet. That's all, of course, optional. And then your information of your bike. And at the far back has a little adapter, where a power adapter for like GPS or cell phones or music devices, stuff like that. So, and then that closes, and then of course under the seat, most scooters all have storage under the seat. And this thing has, I believe, 47 liters under the seat, which can store 2 full face adult size helmets, which is handy. So, and of course, anything else you want to store, I just have like a little cloth and a screwdriver, stuff like that under it. So it has a little, on this far side here, if you can see it, there is an LED light that only turns on when the bike's on, or for 30 seconds when the bike turns off, unless you hold that's another feature I can mention, is when you turn the bike off and you want your lights to run still, you just have to push this button to the left for a few seconds till the brake light turns on, and then you can have the LEDs in the front and the LEDs in the back and in the storage compartment on as long as you want until you turn the key over again to reset it. That's a cool little feature. And of course this thing is equipped with 4-ways, which I'll show a little later too. So I'll just show you what it looks like when it turns on. With most motorcycles and scooters, it comes up with a boot screen now, because everything's computerized. This thing only shows it in kilometers, so when you're driving, when you're in the States, it kind of sucks. You have to convert because it doesn't have a miles per hour. So that's that. And then we got on this side we got a gas meter, and then in this empty slot here, it tells you if your hand grips or your heated seats are turned on, and it'll tell you if the passenger is turned on too as well. And on the top here we have a readout that will tell you, like, it has a snowflake if it's cold, it might have ice on the road. Your tire indication monitoring system if you have a flat tire. Just other warning symbols will show up on the readout. Then below that shows your kilometers an hour. Your kilometers that you put on your bike, sorry. So I put 6,200 already on it in a month and a half. So, and it has a trip 1, a trip 2, which both can be resetted if you hold the trip button down for a few seconds. And then it has an automatic trip read, which resets, I believe, after 8 hours of non-use. So, and then we got the next column down here, which starts up with the temperature. So it's 19 degrees out, so it's comfortable, a little chilly. And then we got the next one down here, which is an average speed. And then the next one down is your average feel, which I've been doing obviously 4.6 liters to the 100 kilometer. And then you have your while you're riding feel. So, and I do about an average of 3.6 when I'm riding, depending on how you ride. And then you got your date stamp here, so like, today's the 7th of September, and that's a handy feature if you ever just wanted to know the date. And then you got, this thing is equipped with the oil monitoring system, like I told you earlier there. It'll tell you if it's okay or if it needs to be changed, or it'll show you a low oil symbol if it is low. And then you got your tire pressure monitoring systems that I mentioned. So from the left to the right, I mean from your front to the